you doing?
I'm okay. You?
I'm good. Oh, I gotta send the link. Sorry. I'm gonna leave this public, just so you know. Is that okay with you?
That's fine.
Alright.
That's fine.
I don't feel like messing with everything. No, yeah, just doing dandy. I mean, I'm sad. The one thing that sucks about streaming is for
Mhm.
some reason, PlayStation's like, oh no, you can't stream music in the background. That's illegal. So, yeah, it's so bogus. So I can't listen to my music while I'm playing the game and streaming at the same time. It's too much. It's too illegal for the game. I think they should just make it so that way you can just disable it through the recording and you can just, at least enjoy it for yourself. Because that's a problem with Fortnite as well. Because you know how Fortnite has like those emotes that have songs already in them. You can get
Yeah,
demonetized for that shit. Like you have to
that's
put on.
bogus.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dude, that's so stupid. Because sometimes like it's not even me. It's just like somebody that decided to stand next to me for like like a minute or two while we're in the lobby thing. So yeah, so I
Mhm.
definitely I think some to an extent I think it's just so it's really absurd. You know what I mean?
So extra.
Yeah, like the royalty things I think for a fact are so extra. Like, you know, I think we should be able to make a decent like, judgmental call where it's just like, okay, this person is making money off of this because they also included this small portion of, whatever it is, like music.
Mhm.
And I feel like to an extent if they make a certain amount, that makes sense that they should have a responsibility to pay back for using somebody else's, property. But at the same time, if the person's making like what, $30 and it's like some like small class like, little kid and it's like legit like, like I said like not even a full track, it was like 5 seconds of it. Like that's so absurd.
I understand. I mean, even OnlyFans does that, where you have to make a certain amount of money before you even start paying taxes.
That's yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's ridiculous. That's how I'm saying it. Like that's how it should be for them. But like yeah, no, like if you upload anything that has a small resemblance of it, like the video will automatically be what is it, thumbnailed for it. And you can't upload.
Demonetized.
Yeah, you can't upload it till you fix that smaller portion. So that's what happened with the Fortnite one, and I think there was one more that happened with it too. Wait,
I
let's
think
see.
Toy Story.
Was it Toy Story? Yeah, Toy Story for the freaking video clips. That just made me so
Yeah.
upset. I was like, dude, that's so crap. So like, I guess I'd have to like mess with the audio, but I was like, I don't care.
Mhm.
Like I said, for me these are for fun. That's all I care about. Anyways, no, yeah, let's get to it. Right now, like I said,
Woohoo.
this is after the thing. I'm gonna start the DLC soon. I have three. I don't know if you've ever seen the DLCs for the game.
I don't think
There's
so.
three of them.
Cheers.
Let me see if it says. Oh no, it just says mods. No, it's gonna take a minute. Hold on. That's the one thing that sucks about logging into the mods
Mhm.
for at least on PlayStation because they use the Bethesda thing. It takes a minute to load up. Uh, that sucks. Usually it showed on here sometimes. Like in the previous games, you could like go on here and it shows you like the whatever things you already have installed. So the first one, the three that I have are when you download the DLC.
Mhm.
Most of the DLCs are supposed to be completed after you completed the game, because these are like post after game missions.
Mhm.
Um, so they give you three. The first one is going to be a new threat. Investigate the General Atomics Factory. Remember how there was a place where I met a robot that was dying? Or no, she wasn't dying. Her friends ended up dying, remember? And I
Oh
rescued
yeah.
the robot because they were being attacked by other robots. And as she said, Ada said she saw mechanist robots at the General Atomic Factory. May not be able to find something there to help us discover the mechanist. That's the first DLC. That's to do with robots. So now you can also build your own robot in the game. So in the game, like as you're destroying robots, you can take parts off of them, and
Mhm.
if you don't have it, it'll help you build, parts for that robot, so you can build your own companion as a robot.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty freaking sick. Uh, the other one is there's two. Let's see, Far From Home. I have to go to the Nakano residence. I've agreed to take on a case for Valentine's Detective Agency. I'll need to interview the client Kenji Nakano at his home. So that's something that we just got. It was that this has to do a mission with Valentine. There was just a mission where they got a letter for somebody missing. Because I don't know if you remember Valentine. He's the synth that lives in Diamond City. He's a detective. He got, a letter from somebody that he's helped before. That's why he's kind of interested in it, because he knows them personally a little bit. And they're like, hey, we really need your help. We need help locating this person. So that's what they're, he asked me because, I've helped him with the, with the whole institute and everything. So he says like, yo, you're a good detective too. Like, you've helped me with this. Like, would you mind help me out with this? And so that's that. And then the last one, I did the last one, but I didn't actually explore the place yet. So I think that's kind of why I've been waiting on it. Is the Nuka-Cola world.
Coca-Cola?
Nuka-Cola. It's not Coca-Cola. It's
Nuka-Cola.
Nuka-Cola, like a nuke and Nuka-Cola. So it turned into an old radio station. Nuka-Cola Family Radio Station was owned by Pip-Boy. It was looping on a jingle and advertisement for a place called Nuka-Cola. The broadcast mentioned a Nuka-Cola transit center with transportation to take me there. I should find it and see if I can still reach the amusement park. Yeah, that's the last one. So, which one do you want to start? Do you want to start Nakano Residence? The what's it called? General Atomics, Nakano Residence, or Nuka-Cola Effect?
The Residence one.
Nakano Residence?
Mhm.
Alright, I'll do that one then. So let me finish what I am doing here. No spoiler. This is just an area I found. I'm just seeing what's in here. Some of these places sometimes don't even have anything.
You're just kind of there.
Yeah. I mean, they have items. Have anything actually. Oh no, there's a safe.
Yes.
Actually, also this outfit, the one that I'm wearing.
Yeah.
This is a jetpack that you get in Nuka-Cola World. That's actually the jetpack for the Nuka-Cola girl. I don't want to say mascot, but cheerleader, I guess, that they use. Yeah. But the reason I like this one over the other one is because the other ones usually you get on the. I mean, from how I've gotten it, you get it on the suit that she's wearing right now. What's that thing called? I can't think of the word. Oh, there's stuff out there. From her power suit, power armor. There you go. That's why I have Piper in a power armor. Because don't forget, I at least have a mod with the ring. Plus, I have a couple of different attributes that help me increase my health up a bit. But Piper, on the other hand, she doesn't have any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Those mods and those items and so forth, they only affect me. They don't affect my partner. So that's why I give her the power armor at least, so she has some extra protection. Also, because I had the game I mean, I feel like having mods in it, that's already, gonna make it easy to some extent, you know what I'm saying? So I have it, I don't know, I remember I told you about it. I have 3 ring mods, where one of them, legit heals you up, I mean, you don't even lose health at that point, you know what I mean? That's the ultimate one. The mid-tier one is the same way, you don't lose any limbs. In the game, let's say I throw a grenade, and I'm too close to the explosion. Technically, I mean, you don't actually lose a limb itself, but it shows up like that, you've suffered damage of a lost limb, though. And what that'll do, let's say you lose both arms, it makes it a lot harder to aim. Your character will really, you'll see them shaking the gun really hard, because you don't have both arms to properly, aim with. If it's the same thing, if you get shot in the head and you get crippled in the head, when you aim, your character is very dizzy, so your screen is not properly adjusted. So it's stuff like that. But with that one ring I told you, is to be on it to heal you up, you just don't even get any lost limb damage. Excuse me. The one that I have, you do get limb damage. If I were to jump off from a certain height, I can die. But that's why I think I also have the jetpack. So the jetpack, I don't suffer fall damage. Because I have such a terrible habit of I'm just running, and then just jump off a cliff. And I've I've died so many times like that I was just like, you know what, I need the jetpack, and I try not to
Enough
abuse
is
it.
enough.
Yeah, like I try not to abuse it. Like I said, you know, sometimes like it'll be for something like let's say I fell off of that, you know, and it's just like, damn it, I gotta go over again. But instead of doing that, you know, I'll just go back over here. But I do try not to abuse it, just because I know that there is also limitations to how far the mods will go. So if you do, for example, you know, let's say I do that and get into a building somewhere in the city that I'm not supposed to be in yet because I'm supposed to get there through an elevator of sorts, you know, or another opening because of like a mission story, it will mess with the game pretty freaking hard, and it can crash the game. I've done it before. I remember how I told you before. I had to uninstall all the mods and basically reinstall them again, because it got to a point like that where I had installed a couple of them and they were just overlapping too much, and the game was just really unplayable. Not that, like I said, yeah, I don't have anything else except for the flying one. And the biggest one that I use, this is the only one that I really enjoy for this game the most, is the weight ring. Because I don't know if you see on the bottom left, it shows how much weight I can carry. That's a lot. I'm carrying right now I'm carrying 1,433, and on the right, that's how much I max out at. And the thing that I just very dislike about games where you're able to carry stuff and some of that stuff you really need, for example here, to craft at different you know, like when I'm helping the what do I call them? I want to call them workshops. I'm helping out the camps.
Yeah, camps.
The camps themselves, they require, for me to build stuff there, I need to use materials. And I don't know if you see right now, under junk, you see my inventory, it's under junk. But as you see, it says adjustable wrench. On the right, it tells you what materials I get from it, though. It has gears and 2 steels. You know, as I go down, aluminum is just aluminum. You know, aluminum canister that has aluminum, and it has fiberglass and oil. You know, so it has its multi-purpose things, and those are the kind of things that help you build other things. You know, in order for you to build, like, you know, a wall, you really need to have the proper materials for it. You know, like some of them will be screws, you know, cement or metal and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons that I actually just kind of have that mod, is just because I collect a lot of different things just to make sure that I always have materials to, you know, craft things. Plus, like I said, at this point, it's for the fun of it. I mean, and it does come with a downside when you do play with mods and so forth. Keep in mind, because the game becomes a lot easier at that point. It takes away trophies, the trophy enabling system. So you don't get trophies for this. So if I complete the game, I wouldn't get the same trophy if I completed the game without the mod. Which I will eventually, but like I said, I wanted to do this round where I just kind of wanted to get over with, because I've never beaten the game, you know, after completing it. And I just wanted to play for the fuck of it. I was like, whatever, you know, it's fun this way.
It is what it is.
But also with that, I made sure that the game is on the hardest difficulty right now. Well, the hardest one below, yeah, so it's not like that easy. You know, it's easy, but it's not that easy.
Some challenge.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Start doing this.
It's so rainy.
Is it raining?
The game.
Kevin, get out of here.
See, that would have broke my fucking ankles. That fall right there. Like that would have been it. I would have died.
Get out of here. I don't want you here anymore. Get out of here.
Sin City.
Getting out of here.
Just Raider could have left me alone. Oh, no,
Fine.
Get out of here. Hey, my works. Muddy Piper, take care of this. In my opinion, these are the worst things to deal with. My works.
monomer.
What?
I said, monomer.
Sick. I was gonna say, and that's the cool thing about also exploring the game. So you know how sometimes you get workshops by actually, like, you have to talk to Preston, you clear out the area, there's people that don't need help, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we want to join you.
Mhm.
But, like, right now, like, I just took out the raiders here, and I came around here, and there's a workshop thing. So if you go up to it, it'll actually enable this workshop, so now this whole area, I can, you know, fix up, break down, and create a whole, sanctuary for people, so they can come in here. So I can make a new one.
Nice.
Yeah. I think it's cool, because, you know, you're not always getting them from Preston, like, you know what I mean? It gives you that, you know, that feeling of, like, oh, okay, cool, there's places out there that I can explore, and also, you know, make my area for, you know, to help other people out. Especially if that's what you're, you know, you're doing. For example, like I said, you know, I'm part of the Minutemen, and that's what we do. We try to build locations for people to be able to go ahead and call home when they don't have a place to call home. Sick stuff, man, sick stuff.
Revolutionary stuff.
For sure.
Okay.
Oh, yo, fuck you guys. Where did you guys even come from? Alright, whatever. I'm coming up there.
Don't mind.
Just chill out, asshole. Stop right there.
Whole fucking death claw just came in here. What the hell? I need a minute.
Yep. You done
Sorry.
taking your pee break?
No, I was doing these cats, bro. Kevin's a jerk.
Look, your cats.
Kevin's mean. I don't know, he's so mean. He was so sweet when he got here. Yeah, when it comes to Lucy, he's so, like, mean. Oh, Kevin's not the cat that he can't get along with other cats.
I'm gonna kick him out.
You have to get him a muzzle at that point. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the spare back in there. There's all death going from me.
I know, I saw.
Like, the death claw? It's basically the US government trying to make some, like, super weapon. And then they messed up. And the nuclear war happened. And then they got loose. So, and they survived the war, too. Since Buzz Lightyear. No. You know what the scariest thing about this shit? If you're not wearing a power armor, that thing can rip you in half. So you know how Piper's wearing a power armor? So she's good right now. Aya, on the other hand, if that thing decided to turn on me, I could die.
That sounds exciting.
Oh yeah, trust me. I got this one time I got real cocky with it. I tried going at it, and he fucking came up to me, grabbed me, and killed me just like that. And I was like, alright, I did not see that one coming.
Do you think that you deserved it?
Yeah, boy. Oh, hurt this one. He called himself an alpha. Pathetic.
I think I'm going for more of a pastel purple. But a dark pastel or a light pastel?
Where the hell is this Nakano residence, bro?
I think I want more of a lighter pastel.
Beautiful day to go to the beach. Look at that. They got a whole umbrella here for me.
Oh, that sounds like fun. The beach.
In front of this beautiful factory over here. Yeah. Oh, look at that guy.
Oh, I found it.
So I get a sniper. You know what sucks? I don't know if you remember earlier when I was doing those missions when I was with the Institute. Remember how I had to donate guns and so forth if I wanted to? I never got any of those guns back.
Bro.
I know. I'm so glad I really didn't care about them, but like there was some of them there I was like, oh, those sound kind of cool. But fuck it, it is what it is. I mean, I was never
For
gonna
good
use
cause.
them, so. No, for sure. Plus, I was never gonna use them. You know, that's how I saw it. I was like, I'm never gonna use these bad boys. I might as well put them in something.
Sure.
Snipers, huh?
I think that's it. These are my colors.
Poor little bastard.
Burn them all alive.
It's already what I'm doing. I'll show you that dude. This dude gone. You see that guy?
kinda tiny.
Damn, that's gotta hurt. I'm like missing half of them. Screw it, I'm going over there.
I have the big urge to play Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Feel bad for that Pharaoh. So ghouls, they can never die. That's first of all. I mean, unless you kill them. You know,
Nah, they never just want to talk.
Basically, they're like, I mean, they're humans that you would think would got like the better end of it because they survived, but at the end of the day, like, their brains deteriorated to the point, you know, where the radioactivity that they're no longer human. You know, that's why they're called ghouls. Basically, like undead humans, but they're not dead to begin with. So. But they can't die, and not just that, but radiation actually heals them. As you've seen that some of them are actually, you know, they're just not necessarily like that. They're actually still, they're just still normal people. You know, that's the problem. There's such a bad stereotype because of some that are like that the others that just look like that because they've been affected are treated the same way. But that one right there, like I said, they can't stop, so he's basically stuck out there. But you see how he's still healing up? His health is going up because there's a freaking radioactive barrel right next to him. So it's just basically just healing him. I'm gonna go there and kill him. It's my job to
That
kill
poor
someone.
dude. That poor dude.
Jesus, look at the radioactivity. Oh, the whole raft is a freaking radioactive freaking barrel.
Death is suffering.
Yeah, now I get the water. You see how much radioactivity I've already gotten on my freaking house? No, like I said, yeah, his raft, like, is built on barrels, but the barrels are also radioactive barrels. Like, see, these are normal barrels, blue barrels, but the other one, they were built using, well, barrels that carried radioactive material. So, that sucks. Let me get rid of that. Did it really? I didn't realize it also cycles my radioactivity. That's also what that does. So it pumps it out in my system. So right now, it cleared out all the radioactivity I had.
That's good.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I didn't even know that. It can't fight it.
It doesn't tell you what it does.
The rings? No, it does for
Yeah.
some extent, but like I said, it doesn't really say that much. Like, for example, let's see.
So it's like vague.
Well, I mean, to an extent. Let's see, it says falling no damage. See, this one's just carry weight. Yeah, see, it doesn't say anything about radiation. Legit, like, it doesn't protect you. See, these two, though. Yeah, unarmed.
Is that my cat?
Probably, yeah.
What a bitch.
No, yeah, they said nothing against radiation. Plus, like I said, because when you go into radioactive areas, it doesn't can't fight at the same rate that you're gaining it, unfortunately. So it's not like some Deadpool shit, you know? Instead, you can die from radioactivity there. But at least when you come out of it, your health does cycle out faster.
You just say the word.
Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Ooh,
Damn
should
it!
I make one of
Come
them
in!
purple and then
I know you're listening on the other end.
What
Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Please. You've been at this for hours.
Those are such pretty flowers.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her.
Yeah, they're
Maybe
very cute.
raiders or gunners or God knows what else.
Still cute.
Oh no, for sure. That's what I'm just saying. They're hub flowers. I mean, all these are wild carrot flowers for sure. That's
Give it a like. I like watching you.
Just trying to find an area so I can fix Piper's. Like I told you, they don't fix it themselves. I have to fix it for them. So I have
I
to
hear you.
get off. I have to fix some materials. Usually, the only places that have those places to do that are like in your home and stuff. Let's talk to them. Honestly, but this dude is loud. Like, to be fair though, but he's looking for his daughter. So.
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
I'm with Valentine's detective agency. You asked for help?
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
I want to hear the story.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth.
I'm here to help. Tell me what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
I don't know, man. It might cost.
Suspicious.
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Anything more you could tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
I like how they say, like, you know, it's a dangerous world. She doesn't know, like, bro, what do you mean? Like, this world is literally, you can't go out anywhere at night
It's
without,
radiation, bro.
not even that, like, radiation. You could get kidnapped by raiders. You could get killed by whatever creatures are out
Nuclear
there.
bombs.
Yeah, like, bro.
Hello?
We've been through this.
Sorry, I was. Did you hear?
Tell me more about
Is that
this
funny?
radio
They,
she
they
was
like
fixing.
added stuff
I've
to the
tried to
dialogue.
get that damn
So
thing
good.
to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it or something,
Yeah, that's cool.
like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
I felt that.
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old.
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife said she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers?
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Rei. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her, got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy.
She could be dead, Frizzle.
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, detective.
Don't worry, I'll bring you back. To
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Tell me about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No, never mind. I don't want to waste your time.
Don't do that, tell me.
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
I don't know if you've seen my character can't blink properly. It's funny. I just realized that. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if there's a mod that has to do with it, but you see that? Like the eyes just do that weird like twitch thing. Yeah. Oh no, what? Maybe it's not the blink
Nothing
thing.
else
I
right
thought it
now.
was. She blinked properly. Never mind. I don't know. I broke my character. Alright, what am I doing?
She's like, think again, bitch.
I have a lot of this is what I mean by open world games. Like this is what you get. Like these are all main stories. Like miscellaneous are small, like literally side missions. You know what I mean? Like collect 3 apples, or like it says wait for the iBot to locate adhesive. Everything above it though, all of these are all main missions. Like these all have a storyline. They have choices to make, all that other good stuff. So they're always pretty
All
fun.
that good stuff.
Yeah. So right now we're doing Far From Home, Investigate the Boathouse. Pepper, help me, bro. I'm gonna go get curry. Oh, it's a cat. Look at the cat. Just chilling. Oh, there's 2 cats. There's another cat.
That's a cute kid. Oh my god. That's adorable.
It meowed.
Did you meow back?
I wish I could pet a pig. Yeah. What's up, buddy? I don't have any food for you guys. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. What do I do? Here's a steak.
sure you want to leave that?
Yes, it's for the cat. You get all stick to it. There you go, buddy. I gave them each a stick. But I am gonna go switch Piper out real quick. I think I left Curry in Sanctuary. I'm trying to get all of them up. You know, I hate doing it because it feels so wrong. But sometimes I want to because you do get a perk from it. But it's so messed up, man. Like, I think from current you get better, you get higher medical stuff.
Oh,
Okay. Different Turpines bluffing. Okay. Turpines bluff, Turpines bluff. Sorry, no, I'm just saying in terms of people. For example, because, right now Piper is, her romantic companion right now. I get, so what do I get? There you go. Thanks to the relationship with Piper, you receive double XP for speech challenge and discovering locations. But that also depends on your partners that you're with. So you can technically get all of your relationship statuses with everybody up to that point, and you unlock multiple different perks for them.
If you ain't been up to see Graveyard, you should go.
Hey there.
Do you need something, madame?
I'd like to travel together.
Then let us get underway.
We have to go to Terpenes Bluff. 10 Pines Bluff. 10 Pines Bluff.
We must talk.
Great. Is this really time?
Hey,
May I be of assistance?
You just said we had to talk. But in order to also get up your relationship with your companion, you'd have to also be doing things that they like. So if you're like,
cute.
well, I was saying, yeah, if you're like a bad person and you just kill people out of just
What the
killing
hell was
We
that?
must talk.
them,
You are so very, very distracting.
Curry, we're in the middle of getting shot at and you're trying to flirt with me right now?
Maybe like this.
Karma's paying off.
Cool. We did it, guys.
You showed up just in the nick of time.
what did they want?
They were raiders. What do you think they wanted? Everything we've got, at a minimum. Maybe also kill us all, or worse. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
It's only those two that live here. But also because I didn't put anything to, usually you can put like a little antenna to attract more people. But, I mean, it was just the two of them, so I was like, I don't feel like that'd be, like, need more people here. I think they're happy just the two of them, so. It'd be weird for me to just add a random person to their little settlement, you know? Cat, eat your steak. What you other cat? Oh, that's the windows.
No, not this one.
Picture
And
where he is.
switch you with you.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and
It's back here.
I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
She thinks she's a scent. That makes sense, though. Shit, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, she thinks she's a scent, you know. She's confused. She wants to understand things. She knows her parents won't give her answers, considering that they're so overbearingly protective. At least a dad. Shit. Can't blame the kid. But she's 19! I'm like, what did they expect? To an extent, you know what I mean? I feel like once you start getting to an age, like, curiosity is gonna peak too hard that it's just gonna, you know, you're gonna have to wanna find things out for yourself. So,
Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi, your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Project log? Radio. Correction. Working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log, dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. Wow. Bro. My places are all being attacked for some reason. That's it. Yeah, I don't know why my places are being attacked right now. I maxed out my defenses, so that's a good thing. But it's just so weird. Why all of a sudden at the same time?
Is it like you?
That and my settlements are pretty unique. They're built with a modern architecture in mind.
Mm.
What?
Don't think I will work.
Can't see!
Still in one piece.
Never stood a chance. I mean, you saw how, like, oh, Mr. Handy got dropped. But no, yeah, I mean, shit, you saw how hard those rockets came. I put a crap ton of freaking rocket launchers over here for like 3 or 4. Just in case. My favorite part in this whole area is just this generator that I got up here. I don't know how it did it, but it's floating in the air. I love it. I don't think they destroyed it. That's the only thing that sucks about using explosives sometimes. For example, in this case, they blew up the person, so I don't know where the body went and I can't loot the body. Currently it's odd, but I think it's time to stop.
Hey. You need something, yes?
Hi.
Do you have time? It is important to me.
So you get the option to flirt. So let me see what she has to say.
Is that what excites you?
What is it?
The learning part? The reactions?
What's up?
It is a personal matter. About, well, my control of feelings is worse than before. And you are no help. With your teasing of poor little Curie. But it is not just you. Sometimes a simple compliment, nice hair, and I am flustered. Confused.
To be fair, I don't think she's ever
Other
said that to
times,
her.
People
So I
suggest
don't know what
the
she's talking about.
strangest and most lurid things, and I am even more confused. Why do people do this?
Oh, just so you know,
Yeah.
Curry, she was a robot originally. That's why. So she was actually a robot like Mr. Handy. And, damn. Part of being human, full of life or flirt.
Are you all right?
You're full of life and optimism. People find that attractive.
Well, they should keep it to themselves. Oh, I must get a handle on this if I am ever to advance my experiments.
Damn. It's basically like keep yourself to yourself. Nobody want any part of that. But no, yeah, Curry was a robot, like Mr. Handy. So, let me see Mr. Handy. Oh, did you already remove his body? I know his body's right there. He was fine, but they killed him. But she was a medical robot, actually. So she was a medical robot professional. As you know, her being a robot, she never died. She wanted to become human only because one of the downsides of being a robot is the ability to not necessarily be able to, you know, one, feel certain things, you know? You can't really feel, I guess, things physically or...
You can't have sensory.
Yeah, definitely that, yeah. You know, these different things that would really advance her research, and so she wanted to be able to become human for that reason. And there happened to be a synth that was had been you know, they had, I think, the institute had taken hold of her and they tried restarting her, but in that process they kind of like left her in a like a limbo state of mind. You know, she was more like brain dead at that point. You know, one of her friends was taking care of her still, you know, but she also understood that, you know, her friend could no longer live a normal life anymore, unfortunately. Like, it wasn't really... unfortunately, it was more of just an empty vessel, you know? And so she sacrificed her friend to, you know, with one of the doctors that we spoke to Curry, so that she could go ahead and actually use, you know, you do a brain swap, basically, into that body. It's crazy stuff, man. But that's also why Curry talks like that, you know, she's very, like, everything's very new to her still.
Hey.
What? Always a pleasure.
Your thoughts?
I think this being human agrees with me quite well.
So, how are we doing, Curie?
My feelings towards you are one of the few things I can process. We are, as you say, good.
That outfit reminds me of Captain Crunch.
That was all.
Not a problem.
Does it not? Look at her outfit.
Let us continue our journeys.
No, I see it.
Wait, what's his name? Crunch? Spit it
Excuse
out,
me,
Kenji.
Mr. Nakano.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
Yes, your daughter's a Sith. I'm gonna just ask.
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
What if you guys are synths? But honestly, yeah, some people are still people. So yeah.
It doesn't matter if your daughter is a synth, Mrs. Nakano. She's still a person who needs help.
But my daughter isn't a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. Did you find where Kasumi went, Detective?
Yeah.
I think Kasumi took off somewhere up north. Do you know what's up there?
Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor?
She went that far up north? God, that explains
Damn,
why
that
she
is
took
pretty
the boat. You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside. My father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance.
I didn't want him to yell at
Dun
me, bro.
dun dun.
Who's out there, bro?
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
Obama.
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is
He
that
was
my
a boy?
father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
And we never saw him again.
Damn.
I was about to tell you that.
The air. So what happened to the air, bro? Sorry, I'm trying to get it. I want it to be I'm gonna be sarcastic. Fuck
A
it.
magic boat ride? Will there be sea
Can't help
monsters?
Yeah.
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe,
He's like, I don't know.
I'm confident that boat can get you there unharmed. At least I hope. I know you haven't asked for payment, and we can't offer much, but here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
That's cool, bro. Just give me Stimpaks. You don't have to, but alright. Tell the railroad about the center. Oh, cool. I should do that too, actually. And like I'm saying, that's also the perk of being part of different factions, is you get different side missions like that. Like, see, since I'm part of the railroad, and I help Synths out because, you know, I also fight for that same cause, I can go ahead and let them know, like, hey, yo, just so y'all know, like, I just found out that there's, like, other Synths out here, in case you guys didn't know. One second. What's happening now? Fill my drink a bit. And I got Luciano over here, like, trying to beg me for drink. For such said drink. Luciano, excuse me, sir. Sorry about that. I am back. Ooh. You know, I've considered getting the RGB covers for the like games. Like, oh, what's up, Desmond?
A word. Patriot didn't make it out of the Institute. He died during the evacuation. Are we clear?
I see.
Not Liam. That's so...
I know. Believe me, I know. Read this letter, and then destroy it. We won't talk about this again.
Wow, I got really serious. I like how he signed it at the end. In case you don't read it, I'll read it to you. Just because you remember how that other synth was just like, we shouldn't tell him, because it is his people, and we knew that for a fact that we tell him he might betray us.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, he also had family there. That's one thing. And he says, "You betrayed me. After all I did for you, I trusted you. I risked everything I helped since to help you, and this is how you repay me? My father is dead. Everyone I loved and cared about was vaporized or lost in the barren, irate shithole because of you. I used to feel sorry for you. You lost your son. You missed out on every moment of his life. Now, I see it's only what you deserve. I cannot live
Damn.
with myself due to my stupid trust in you. I've destroyed humanity's best hope for the future. If there's any fairness in the world, you'll never get a good night's sleep in what remains of your hopefully short, miserable life." And then he signed Liam.
Wait, what did you do to him?
He's the guy that was on the inside already of the Institute, and he was releasing the synths that wanted to get out. He was helping them get out. But when it came to trying to get everybody out, to get some out, he wanted to free at least like 7 to 14. But we wanted to get everybody out. Like they were, like, why are we just get everybody out at once? Yeah, like just, should be, it's gonna be catastrophic, but at least at that point we can, finish what we, this whole debacle, and then, I guess deal with the repercussions afterwards. And the main problem with that was, it was gonna be a war between, people who decided to fight against us and, us against them. And, they did save people that were in the Institute. Like, as you saw, Liam was saved. Excuse me. But more than likely, his father didn't agree with that same, that same ideology, and therefore he probably took up arms against, them, and was not saved in the process.
Mm.
And so, we didn't tell Liam because we knew that if we told him that it was basically going to be an all-out war, he might have, he might have told somebody of power, or somebody that could have, put a stop to it and really jeopardized the whole mission. So I chose not to say anything to him. Mind you, if I did tell him something, there could be a chance that, there would have been an open dialogue to maybe even save him at the end, That could also be a possibility. I don't know, because I never actually explored that option. I just chose not to tell him because I did understand the risks that came from it, Unfortunately, I did see Liam as almost a liability, and, he was young, so I did see him, as more like, I don't know, maybe I didn't
You
take
wouldn't tell what his actions were going to be.
Yeah, I really didn't take that into account, just because, like I said, yeah, I didn't know how he would react to it. I just knew that, like, they had a point, I would be too big of a risk to take. No, yeah, I mean, it was pretty shitty, but after seeing how the Institute also treats them, like, I didn't really like that either, How do you create something and then, treat it to the point where you feel like that it's nothing, you know what I mean? Like how she described, like, how they were just looking at her, but almost not even acknowledging her, they were just looking at her, like, it's just a thing. Which, don't get me wrong, I completely understand, why you would try to keep that, thought in mind, considering that it is a machine at the end of the day. But if you're gonna give a machine such intelligence to the point where it acknowledges that it is a living entity, why would you go ahead and treat it as such still, That's so messed up, in my opinion. That's like telling, like a cat, like, oh no, you're nothing, cat. Like, you're just an animal. And it's just like, no, dude, they are so much more than that. They have feelings, they have thoughts. They have understandings. They like things just like you and me. They're living things. So no, yeah, I didn't like how they were treating them. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, the hell with all you. Plus, I mean, they took her kid and basically, like, I mean, you saw how Sean was, bro. I thought that was so fucked up. How he just kept saying, like, oh, yeah, it was just, like, like, when his dad died, he was just like, yeah, that was an unnecessary casualty. And it was just like, bro, really? An unnecessary casualty? Like, that's all it is to you? And then, like, how at the end of the day, when he was saying, like, oh, you finding me, like, I released you as part of an experiment, and like, that's like post dialogue, like, really, that was all it was to you, a fucking experiment? Like, she legit risked her life through this whole fucking place to find you, to make sure you were safe, and to you it was just an experiment? Like, I was so
that was just a game to you?
Yeah, that's why I was just like, and that's why, like, at the end of the day, it was just like, oh, well, did you take this variable into account, bro? Like, that this was gonna happen to you. Like, this was basically all on him at the end of the day, so but no, yeah, serious shit, bro. Oh shit, you scared me.
The world is so much bigger than I ever imagined.
We knew that taking the fight to the Institute would cost us. We lost many. Great heroes, like High-Rise and Glory. But many others as well. But this last blow is an especially painful one. An unfair one. Patriot. For many years, Patriot was our secret weapon. He helped dozens of synths escape to freedom, at a time when each victory was as precious as it was perilous. And his final sacrifice helped usher in a new, better life for a whole people. We will bury him in a place of honor. That is all.
Carrington wants to talk with you. Sounds important.
I'm glad I don't have to spend my whole life underground. That would be boring.
Hey, Sean.
I was so worried. I thought I'd never see you again. Is it true? Did you really blow up the Institute? Why would you do that?
They were dangerous, Sean. To everyone in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, that's what Tom told me. As long as you don't leave me, it'll be okay. You're not gonna leave me, right?
Oh, Sean. Where would I go?
I don't know. You're busy and lots of people need you. Just make sure you don't forget about me. Oh, before I forget, Father, he told me to give this to you. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know what it says. But I think it's important.
Sean, he's a synth. So he's not, her real kid. That's unfortunately. He's just a synth version of Sean. But the fact that he gave Sean, the real Sean, the older one that became the father, a holotape to this kid to give to me because she knew that we would take the kid. It's crazy.
Another part of his experiments.
Then whatever conflicts you and I have endured are over. I have no reason to believe that you'll honor the request I'm about to make. But I feel compelled to try anyway. This synth, this boy, he deserves more.
Pineapple mandarin.
He has been reprogrammed to believe
delicious.
he is your son. It is my hope that you will take him with you. I would only ask that you give him a chance. A chance to be part of whatever future awaits the Commonwealth.
Of course, my boy.
Sean, do you want to get out of here? Go live somewhere else. With me?
Diamond City, my boy. Wait, where's Diamond City? Why? Why is it not there? I don't get it. Do I need to do something with it? Alright, Sean, I'm sorry, Bubby. I'm gonna send you to... Let's just put this sanctuary, honestly.
Okay.
I figured that out. I have like a house specifically just for myself where I don't have to share with anybody else, and for some reason, like, it didn't pop up on there.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, that's why I wanted to send him. I was like, at least he can, he doesn't have to share with anything. I don't know, I guess I'll have to check that out later for some reason.
Desdemona.
I like that
The
name.
railroad owes Patriot a great
What?
debt.
Desdemona. Grew on me.
Is it Mona?
The railroad owes
Desdemona,
Patriot
yeah.
a great debt.
That is a pretty name.
It's weird. Sorry, I'm trying to do this side mission over here to tell the railroad, but I guess, wait, how do I talk to her?
Hey there. Hey, you're Charmer, right? I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer. Boss called me in on account of some rumors making their way through the Commonwealth. There's word that there's some kind of colony of synths way up the coast, all on their own. You heard anything like that?
As a matter of fact,
Well, I'm following a lead on a place called Bar Harbor.
Never heard of it. Doesn't mean it's not connected, though. If you're already looking into it, don't let me stop you. Just let me know if you find anything, okay?
you got it, bro. Alright, Dr. Carrington, you look busy, so I'm gonna bother you right now.
Carrington.
What you accomplished. What we accomplished. Well, sadly though, our work isn't done. Despite Tom's best efforts, we simply transported too many people out of the Institute too quickly. A sizable number of synths and other refugees were teleported near randomly. These poor, disoriented souls make easy targets for bigots and others. Hopefully you can find time from resting on your laurels to help a synth that's been captured.
I like how he's making armor right now. I just realized that's cool.
Rescuing synths is what I do.
I figured you'd say something like that. Once you liberate the synth, give them this care package. It'll direct them to Bunker Hill for processing. They may wind up at your Mercer safe house. That's the only safe house that isn't well past maximum capacity. Good luck.
Cool. Oh, awesome. That's a cool little box. It's cute.
Hey there. Good to see you again.
We were just talking.
You're the
Or were we?
one that scored the DIA cash, right? Tom's dying to talk to you about it.
Patriot saved so many synths.
I love Tom. Tom's cool as
I
hell.
was power napping and whammo, it hit me. Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. But the creme de la creme is ballistic polymer weave. Lightweight, serious stopping power. And it looks just like normal clothing. I got some in stock now. Oh, give me some time. I got all sorts of ideas.
Show me what you got.
I will set you up, my friend.
I need .45s. Whammo, bro. Let's see, what else do I need? Ooh, Sato interceptor. I don't have any heal seed. No. Alright. Thank you, Tom. Wonderful doing business with you. As always. Alright. Alright, now we gotta travel north. Now that I've told them everything, now that we've spoken to so-and-so, we're gonna leave this place and go to, where's it going? I forgot where it's going. Far Harbor, there you go. What's up, buddy? Where's Curry going? She just like took off in a direction. That was crazy, bro. Like that scared me for a whole minute. She's gonna like fight somebody. I was like, who is she fighting, bro? Like the Commonwealth. Oh, I forgot I gotta drive. Oh no, it's an automatic drive. Look at that. It automatically drives. That's sick as hell.
That's a Tesla right there.
Yeah. Curry? Oh shit, oh, it's back to dock. Oh, it's getting dark! My eyes! We're at a new area now.
Yay!
Completely new map. New stuff. The other one, the one for the robots, that all takes place in Commonwealth. So like the same map. But this one is in a completely different map area. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, see, this is this whole map that I'm in.
Mhm.
It's a whole new area. That's why there's nothing unlocked right now.
That's exciting.
Dude, I got these this other thing. When I bought the DLCs, like the DLCs were originally, I think $30, right?
Mhm.
And then like I bought it as soon as it came out. I was like, fuck it, you know what? I like this game. I'm gonna enjoy the DLCs. So I immediately paid for the DLC. You know, bought it like literally that like first week. I think about there was like maybe 3 months because after the first 2 DLCs started coming out, there was rumors that the actual price for the DLC was actually going to go up. And I told like Yarko and Pierce, I was like, bro, you guys have to get the DLC. The DLCs are pretty cool. Plus, you don't want to end up paying, you know, like whatever price they ask you now. And the price of the DLC jumped to $60.
Jesus
so the
Christ.
same price of a full fucking game. Yeah, for the season pass. And I was like,
Did they have to buy it or did they buy it ahead of time?
no, they had to buy it. They were dinguses, didn't listen, and then they were like, they didn't believe me at first until it happened. They were like, what? So they literally waited till like a whole sale happened, and I was like, see, I told
When
you,
was
man.
this?
Well, the game came out, I think maybe like 2013, 2014, maybe 2014. I think.
Oh, it was like sophomore, junior. Wait,
no,
was
no,
it?
no, we were done. We were in college.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
2014? Fucking yikes. You're right.
Yeah.
Put the damn gun down.
That's funny.
Just forget how old you guys are.
spawned in front of me and was like, let me handle this. I didn't even see her.
It's like, you don't even know how to do this. I got you.
Alright, what's up, guys?
Are you lost? This is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors have good intentions. So, what's your business here?
Don't interrogate me.
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
Damn it. Mariners ain't coming.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hull never lets us down. Now follow me! Be careful on the hull, stranger. Don't fall off. If you do, we might not be able to rescue you in time.
That's very comforting to hear. Oh, in here?
Man the hull! Something's out there.
I know.
You sure you saw something?
This ain't a drill.
Whatever it is, I can take him. Watch me get my ass handed to
Never saw arrows again.
Honestly, that's some like thing. Watch me get my ass handed to. Who's this guy? Who the fuck are you?
The gate. Open the gate! I've got wounded out here.
Don't open the gate.
There's no
They're
time.
infected.
Look to the fog. They're coming.
Damn, you're just gonna die out here.
Oh, God. Defend yourselves!
You're all gonna die out here. Oh shit. You did some what?
You were...
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
Some luck.
Jesus, dude, this dude just went in there with a whole cue ball stick and beat them. Holy crap, dude, you can also kill a dead ball. That's crazy.
That was
We
some
made it.
fight. Not bad.
I can't believe it.
Not
Thank
bad
you.
at all.
I could use time. Alone.
I don't even know you, bro. I'm just trying to get inside. You see how these people just approach me with their own personal issues? Like, I'm just trying to
What
get
are
into,
you
like,
looking at?
woman, I will walk away from you right now.
You're from
Avery.
Commonwealth, right?
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. And for your help when we needed it, you deserve this.
Oh shit, she just paid me?
Everywhere I go, nobody's got it easy.
No argument here. I think...
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. They come, and it all goes wrong. It's time we do something.
No need to burden the stranger with all this nonsense.
Honestly though, like, why just start it like here?
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law, just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
For real though, he was like legit just trying to entice him. He knew this motherfucker was going to do something stupid, and then he did it. Jeez.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
I don't need a guide.
I don't recommend going it alone. If you change your mind, best place to look for Longfellow is the bar, the last plank. Before you do that, though, please, lend a hand around town if you're able. Even if it's slapped away. People like the Mariner and Cassie and others need help. And let me say something you might not hear again. Thank you.
Uncle Curry just followed her in there. Like, what is she? Just takes a seat there. Yeah, that makes sense.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner, shipwright, handyman, and the only one keeping the harbor afloat. Well, beside Captain Avery.
Town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. Huh. But there is... I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. In order to do proper repairs, I need tools. Specialized tools. And they won't be easy to come by. 450 caps if you can, though.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagles Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
Food. Stim packs. Fully stocked.
The hull needs mending. You know, it just don't build itself. I need
Hey.
proper wood.
Welcome to the bait shop.
Nails.
If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's trade.
Of course.
I like how they're arguing about the fucking wall right now. I think she was trying to tell me again about the mission she wanted me to do, but since I left, the only other person to listen to her was that guy there. I think he's giving her shit right now about it. My eye.
How to get them. Caps.
That stupid wall is the only thing that
In the deep fog, there are things out there. You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for generations. Even back before the war. It was lumber and fishing that made the Daltons rich. But they got greedy. Took too much from the island. The island's been getting revenge ever since. Killing us off one by one. I'm the last Dalton still standing. Ah, but now our story takes an unexpected turn. A mysterious stranger comes to
That's a
Far
short-ass story,
Harbor.
bro.
Someone strong, someone capable. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline once and for all.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
Ah, you're a quick one. Good. You'll need your wits about you, because your part in the story is filled with danger.
That's so much
Now, on to the first chapter in our tale of vengeance. That would be the sad story of freckle-faced Petey. Petey was my cousin. He was a good lad, never caused trouble. He thought all those freckles brought him luck, but, well, not so much.
Dun, dun, dun.
He was out foraging at the National Park campground when the island sicked some feral ghouls on him. Island's a sneaky bastard when it wants to be. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries that night. Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next poor fool who comes along. Damn shame that.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
For Petey, man.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand.
Good.
Put your hands up. Perfect.
Make some stuff. Some drugs. Make some food now. That music though. What's he doing? I'm like just chilling over here. He's alright. I think Curry's got it. I'm gonna try to unlock the save here.
Got it.
Nice. I like how some of these schools just have money on them.
Really 2 feet, Alex. What did you expect? I said they probably have families to feed. What did you expect?
Say that's one way to know if it's actually cool. I mean, like if they're down or if they're still alive. Is when you go up to them and it doesn't let you actually loot them. That means it's still alive. How much pre-war money do I have?
And if it doesn't let you rob them when they're dead, you're alive. Because they won't let you.
Exactly. Basically. Let's see what's up here. No cannon, bro. Oh, he tried. That's actually kind of cute. Right as he actually lunged for me, he died. He really did try. If he wasn't napping on the job, see, he might have actually gotten it. Yo, Curry, where the hell are you at, bro? Like, I took a nap for a second and she was gone. I guess we'll go take a nap again. Hopefully she comes back, because it's a lot more helpful when she's here. Curry, are you stuck over there? What are you doing to that poor body? Leave the rucksack.
Hey, over here.
Something from me? I cannot get there. I have so much data on the world before the atom bombs. I fear I may have to delete some of it to store my new observations.
Okay, she's unstuck. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, Curry. Curry the curry sauce. There's that fire hydrant. I kid you not, I thought that was a monster. That fire hydrant means serious business.
Reduce the radiation dose you absorb.
It's not that hard. Restaurant. place is scary, man. Just radiation everywhere.
Nice.
I failed to see the restaurant that was supposed to be here. I feel a little slightly deceived. Crickets are
Engaging evasive maneuver. Are still within acceptable parameters.
That's it.
Very good with a bobby pin. One must wonder, what causes the deterioration of this ancient building? Humanity is so resilient to cling to life despite all of this. It is the duty of us all to further that survival. Resuming combat.
Yes.
Engaging defensive countermeasure. I believe we're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little things go in baggies for evidence.
Arcadia. This is interesting. I wonder if it's a vault or if it's just like an observatory or maybe a military bunker.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace.
That's pretty cool.
While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
That'd be cool as hell.
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
For the fuck of it.
I have to be honest, in the back of my mind, I've always suspected.
That's what I thought. If you don't mind, what's the first thing you can remember?
Waking up.
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality?
It's crazy though.
People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
left me a lot to wonder with. Like, I don't know, man.
Thank you.
I cut him off.
Given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
You should know. The Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery? But that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried.
That's true.
Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude. Is there anything else you need?
That was such a big flex, though. That was such a big flex. Like, just so you know, they're gone.
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life,
Ideals aren't going to protect escaped synths. We do what we have to.
I know that's what you think. I just... No, I shouldn't judge. I'm over here, far from the Commonwealth, in relative safety. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Damn, this guy's actually pretty cool.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
I'm gonna wait here. I'm trying to figure out who's talking to him. What's that?
Hi.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Seems like he's lucky to have you helping.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Damn, what makes you think that I, you know,
Sure
end up
thing,
lost
Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
The storage drive.
You tracked Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
So you're saying you could have done a better job of it? Didn't know it was a competition.
Yes, absolutely. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
You sound like a courser.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
All right, I'm listening.
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
I'll find out what I can.
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Wait, but what's... You're not even looking at it. Let's see, you have ammo for a gun you don't have, and you have 52 caps. Explain this cap to me. Wait, why can't I flip the cap?
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Oh, well.
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Because you're not really their daughter. You're a synth.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. but I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
If something's going on, then I can help. Just tell me what's happening.
I don't know how you could. Wait. Wait, of course you can help. You find things, track down answers. That's what you do, right?
Yeah,
that's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big
Isn't
secret
that what we
here,
just
on this
asked?
island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
Damn.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
He's got a point there, though.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I got you, bro.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
I'll think about it.
I simply must share.
What's up, Curry?
Heads up.
What do you want? Tell me you must have time now.
What's up?
Well, that sounds good. It is much better than that. I begged to become a synth for a reason. For science. To be able to make real progress in studying the medical arts. I have had a breakthrough. Using a new strain of mute fruit, I have discovered a way to greatly improve the restorative properties of stimpaks. I realize this is not earth-shaking, but it means that inspiration does exist.
I know it wasn't easy, but you did it.
I find my head full of notions. Experiments. Many will fail, but maybe I will make more discoveries. And you have given me this capacity. And beyond that, so much more. The world is full of life, possibilities. You are very dear to me. My close friend. And I hope I can return the many favors you have given me.
Damn, I like how it went from flirt to romance.
What we have between us is deeper than friendship.
My very first thought in all this excitement was I must tell you. It wouldn't feel real until I shared it with you. You know, you mean very much. Oh, I am so terrible at this.
That's so mean. It says toy with her. Toy with her, just stay friends. No, that's so mean.
It's her. Toy with her.
No, Melly, that's so mean. Curry does not deserve that. Plus, she's just turned human, Melly.
It's okay.
Wow.
You mean a lot to me, too.
So now we have...
I dare not hope. When we are apart, I guess and second guess. I should be only thinking about this achievement. Instead, my thoughts, they linger on you.
they're having a serious ass talk, and then you see somebody walking in the background.
I love you, Curie.
And I love you.
Holy shit, that's not what I thought was gonna happen. I've reached the highest level for the day with Curry. You've gained combat medical. What does that mean?
The world seems so very bright, and I cannot wait to see what becomes of this.
Thank you, Captain Crunch. Wait, what does that mean? Go back. Combat medical. It's per day you heal 100-point hits if you. What? That is sick. Oh, but as you can see, that's a little robot. That's what Curry was originally.
Sweet.
Was it password aardvark? Such a funny word.
I'm in.
Nice. Hey, Dima.
Is there anything I can do?
I was having a hard enough time
Who are
keeping
you?
up with repairs before.
What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was
Although,
there anything else?
I do have like 6% battery, so yeah.
Well, I know you left some of your memories behind in an old submarine base. That you're worried the children of Adam will get to them.
You've been busy. I was hoping you were taking your time learning more about us. Huh. I suppose you have. Maybe this is an opportunity for both of us. I can't send any of my people without risking the children of Adam linking them back to Acadia. But you're new to the island.
All right. I'm listening.
Before I begin, how much do you know? Did you have any questions for me? About Far Harbor, the children of Adam, or my memories?
I know all I need to.
Then my plan is simple. Pose as a recruit and infiltrate the children of Adam. Gain access to their base in the old command center. Guarded by some pre-war security measures, you'll find my memory banks. I'll give you the program you need in order to access my memories. Bring me anything you find. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
Already have it?
Actually, I already have the program. I was thorough.
Well, I guess that just means I've picked the right person for the job. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace. If you attack them, they'll consider themselves at war with the outside world.
Man, this has gotten crazy as hell. You know, if anything, for now, I'm gonna finish it off right there. Considering how far we got,
My
honestly.
systems are eager to absorb new data.
Well,
I find this traveling agrees with me.
I might switch over to maybe Apex, Fortnite, Dark Souls. Who knows? One of those souls. But for sure, I'm gonna take a break from it. I don't want to finish the story too far. I feel like let me rethink my approach, honestly, because I feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing all the main missions. I should go out and do my temple missions too. But I don't know. Oh, it's nighttime. It's beautiful. For sure. Until then, love you guys. Goodbye, Dima.
You're dead.
I can't die because they're main characters. That's so bogus. Farewell, guys.